This is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
Good morning. It is what we do. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only TV station in town that is commercial free until the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning. You just heard from Jeannette, and she'll give us a deeper look at weather again in just a few moments.
Yeah, Joy is off. We've been handling traffic duties here from the desk, and we'll check in with David Mendoza. Let's get a quick peek of what's happening. From TransGuide, you can see the sun is starting to come out, so that is making things a little bit easier to navigate downtown. Not packed just yet, will be as we inch into the 7 a.m. hour. Let's go to David Mendoza, who will have a gorgeous view of San Antonio. Where are you, my friend?
Hey David, so we're at 90 eastbound, just over 151, looking at the traffic over here. The city's looking really great right now. It is getting a little busier citywide. No major accidents, no major delays, but looks like we have some brake lights over here on 90 eastbound. I'll bring you more information shortly. Back to you for now.
Yeah, that west side of San Antonio is starting to pack up a little bit. All right, one last check with David in about 10 minutes. Happening today, the jury selection for Murder Romanos. The stepmother accused of helping her stepson conceal evidence in a triple murder will begin today.
News 4 San Antonio's Tawny Davis joins us live now with the very latest. Good morning, Tawny.
Good morning. So Mirta Romanos is facing several charges relating to the deaths of Savannah Soto, her boyfriend Matthew Guerra, and their unborn child. And if convicted, she faces several decades behind bars. So Romanos is accused of helping her stepson Christopher Preciado hide the bodies of Soto and Guerra after investigators say he shot and killed the couple following a drug deal. She, along with Christopher's father, Ramon Preciado, who is also accused of helping, now face charges of altering or destroying evidence, concealing a human corpse, and tampering with evidence. Ramon Preciado is currently out on bond. Both Romanos and Christopher remain behind bars. Christopher's trial date is set for February 2nd, 2026, while Ramon Preciado does not have a trial date set. Romanos' trial has been moved to January, and her defense said they are ready to proceed with today's jury selection. So the jury selection for Romanos is a little later this morning at 9 a.m. at the 290th District Court. We will continue to follow this and bring you the latest updates both on air and online. For now, reporting live, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
Tawny, thank you. Central Catholic High School now facing a second lawsuit of sexual harassment allegations. Now, earlier this year, remember, parents filed a separate lawsuit alleging their son was bullied, beat up, and sexually abused. The same attorney, however, is representing victims in another case. In this case, the attorneys say the allegations go back to 2021. They're related to a student who withdrew from the school in 2023. The school says the allegations are unfounded. The attorney representing the victim says he has additional cases, though, that will be filed on behalf of two female plaintiffs who allege sexual harassment.
Time now 6:44. A scary situation at a Northside ISD high school Tuesday afternoon. The district says a gun was found on campus at Harlan High School. It says a student was walking after school when they found the gun on the ground. The student called police to report it. Bexar County deputies and NISD police quickly arrived on campus and retrieved the weapon. No one was hurt, and it isn't clear how the gun ended up on campus. The district says anyone with information about the weapon should contact the NISD's Safe Line anonymously.
Wild mix-up at an Airbnb on the north side. Police say a guy staying at a home on Marshall Street thought he'd rented out the entire home. However, he realized there was a woman that was renting out one of the rooms. Police say the man kicked her out, wouldn't let her get her things. A standoff ensued. He's accused of pointing a gun at officers when they showed up. He did eventually surrender, and he's now in jail. Police say he's facing charges of aggravated assault on an officer.
Over a dozen women are preparing a lawsuit against a physician at an Army base in Texas. 16 former patients are alleging that an OBGYN at Darnall Army Medical Center in Fort Hood recorded them without their consent. An attorney representing the victims says the doctor took video with his cell phone.
As he was conducting the procedures, he would go to a back room. He would put his phone in his breast pocket, and he would explain to the women that he's expecting a phone call.
One of the victims claims the doctor performed a second surgery on her without her consent while she was under anesthesia. The doctor has not been identified. Charges have been filed against him.
An update to a breaking story that we told you about yesterday. Officials now say that 7 people have died and 11 are hurt after a UPS plane crashed near the Louisville, Kentucky airport. The plane was leaving for Hawaii when it crashed into a neighborhood about 5 o'clock last night. The Louisville mayor says that 3 crew members are presumed dead and 4 others are confirmed dead as well. They were not, however, on the plane. Officials believe the number of casualties, unfortunately, will go up. The massive amount of smoke that you see in the video here could be seen for miles. The NTSB will begin investigating that crash. Time now, 6:46. In your business report, Apple prepares to enter the low-cost laptop market for the first time ever.
And Wall Street will evaluate the election results today. Jane King is live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, David and Marisa. Good morning. Yes, the Democrats won big in elections last night, including in New York City, which elected a Democrat socialist to be mayor. Now, Wall Street, which of course is in New York City, has been worried about Zohran Mamdani becoming mayor. Particularly dissatisfaction with it drove voters to the polls yesterday. Well, the Ag Department told grocery stores they cannot offer discounts to SNAP recipients amid the government shutdown. The notice on the USDA's website said that SNAP authorized grocers must offer eligible goods at the same prices and the same terms and conditions to all customers. A spokesperson for the National Grocers Association said that grocers around the country are committed to serving all customers with fairness and integrity during the government shutdown. And Apple is preparing to launch a budget Mac in the first half of next year, entering the low-cost laptop market for the first time. This is according to Bloomberg, and they say this device is aimed to lure customers away from Google's Chromebooks and entry-level Windows PCs. It's made for students, businesses, and casual users who just kind of browse the web and do some light media editing. Facebook finally Gen Zers as singles in their 20s turning to the site's dating feature for love. Facebook Dating, which actually launched in 2019, now welcomes more than 21 million daily users, according to the New York dating sites. Users say they like how you can see if others share mutual friends and interests and its ease of use. Well, stocks had a losing session yesterday. Worries about valuations finally hit the market yesterday and this morning. We're pointing a little bit lower for the start today. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.
Jane, that laptop story is interesting. It's like having a Ferrari and only driving in the neighborhood, right? I mean, that's kind of what I feel like with our laptops in our house. I'm like, all we're doing is watching Netflix. What are we paying for?
Yeah. Well, and you know, a lot of students, especially younger students, like middle school, elementary school, you know, all they really need is like kind of a cheap laptop. So they see this as a new market.
That's all a broken down as well. It's a cheap little laptop. That's all I'm asking for. The great Jane King live in New York. Jane, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, you too.
I was referring to me, not you.
You're right, because I'm not 53, sir.
Consumer news, Stellantis is recalling tens of thousands of Jeep plug-in hybrid SUVs. There's a fire risk with these things. The parent company of Jeep says it's because of a potential battery failure. There have been 19 fires. 1 person was injured. Bottom line here, Stellantis says don't recharge your battery. The recall affects Jeep Wranglers from 2020 through 2025 and Jeep Grand Cherokees from 2022 through 2026.
Spencer Gifts, which owns Spirit Halloween, is opening up 30 Spirit Christmas stores across 12 states. No, I love that. A company spokesperson says all of the stores should be open within the next week. David, customers will be able to find decorations and stocking stuffers, as well as getting your picture taken with Santa. Some of the stores will open in pre-existing Spirit Halloween stores, while others will be in new locations.
Man, you guys won't appreciate this, but I used to go to Spencer's in Central Park Mall.
Why wouldn't we appreciate that?
Because did you go to Central Park
Mall?
Yeah,
I did. No, I didn't. But I went to the Spencer.
There was just, as going in there as like a teenage kid, you thought you were doing something sort of that you were getting away with. That was so awesome. All right, Coca-Cola is rolling out a special treat for the holidays, a new drink called Coca-Cola Holiday Creamy Vanilla. It's the first holiday drink by Coke in 5 years. They'll be in the regular flavor and then the Coke Zero sugar-free flavor. You can find it in stores nationwide and online at their website, coca-cola.com.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette.
perhaps add a little peppermint flavor, and that would make it even more festive, no?
Yeah.
Or a little liqueur.
That's the ultimate festive.
Ultimate, that's the adult beverage.
Yes.
All right, so it's not going to feel like the holidays the rest of this week because it's going to get hot. However, next week,
cold's coming.
30s for low temperatures.
Wait, 30s?
Yeah, for lows, not highs.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I was saying colder weather, chilly weather coming our way next week. Let's talk about the warm up. So this afternoon, we'll likely make it to the low 80s, mid 80s tomorrow, near 90 for a couple of days. Thankfully, that's short lived. And then the next cold front arrives on Sunday, pretty strong one. And we're lucky if we make it to 70 degrees on Sunday. Next Monday, highs in the mid 60s. Next Tuesday, right about 70 degrees. And then it warms back up into the 80s, but we're talking lower 80s for late next week. High pressure, that's been in control, and that's going to stay in control through Saturday. Later Saturday into early Sunday, as that moves away, that'll make room for this cold front to come in. It'll come in on Sunday. Unfortunately, no rain with the front, but it does get a lot cooler. It gets windy, too. Here's a look at the impact. So temperature, medium impact, medium to high impact, a 10 to 20 degree temperature drop between Saturday and Sunday. We're going to have some pretty gusty winds, 30 to 40 miles an hour. May have a wind advisory and or a red flag warning for Sunday, because keep in mind that with the gusty winds and the dry air that follow the front, it is going to increase the fire danger across the area. Closer look at your weekend weather. 60 Saturday morning, 82 at noon, and then 88 in the afternoon. By Sunday, we're up to about 69 or 70 degrees. It'll get windy too with those gusty winds, as I mentioned, 30 to 40 miles an hour. As we go throughout the day today, it's going to be sunny and dry with high temperatures in the widespread 80s. Tomorrow morning, especially between about 6 and 9 a.m., we'll have to watch for some patchy low clouds and fog. That'll be brief. Then it turns sunny for the rest of the day. We'll have that again for your Friday morning. Could impact the early morning commute. For the rest of this Wednesday, sunny skies, about 73, 74 at 11. We get to about 77 at noon, and then climbing to 82 between 4 and 5. Eastern zone today, 84. Hill country, 83. That's where we could see some patches of fog this morning. Western zone, highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. 58 to 84 and mostly sunny tomorrow. We're at 60 Friday morning, and then a high of 89. That would break the record for the day, which is 88 degrees. Saturday back up to 88, and then on Sunday 60 in the morning, 70 in the afternoon. Next week 42 to 65. Veterans Day 30s. Could be waking up to a little frost here in San Antonio by next Monday night into Tuesday morning. Here's the extended forecast for the other three zones. The dry spell continues. Temperatures, though, up and down. Noticeable change for the area Sunday through next Tuesday.
All right, Jeannette, thank you. Let's get another quick check of the roads. Everything looking very nice on TransGuide cameras. Let's check in with David Mendoza. He is high in the sky in Sky 4. David, good morning. What are you looking at?
Hey, good morning. This is 10 East headed into the Y in the downtown area. We are seeing some congestion right there. Other than that, the rest of the city is looking good. I'll leave you with that. Drive safe and have a great Wednesday. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, David.
Emma Allen at the live desk. Now to a story we've been following all week. Bush Airport in Houston providing an update this morning on wait times at their airport. This morning, they say because of the government shutdown, TSA wait times could exceed 45 minutes there. Now, this is a slight improvement. Just days ago, the airport was reporting wait times over 3 hours. Back here at home, though, all flights at San Antonio Airport are reported to be on time, other than 2 that were delayed earlier this morning. Now, as we head into the day, we'll continue to keep an eye on all Texas airports. That's the latest from the live desk.
Thank you. About 5 minutes now before 7 a.m. making headlines today. The White House acknowledged the death of former Vice President Dick Cheney after receiving a question about his funeral arrangements.
I don't believe the White House is involved in that planning, or at least hasn't gotten to it yet. I know the president is aware of the former vice president's passing, and as you saw, flags have been lowered to half staff in accordance with statutory law.
President Trump has not issued a statement on Mr. Cheney's death. The former vice president was a vocal critic of President Trump's after the January 6th riots. Last year, Mr. Cheney, who was a lifelong Republican, admitted he voted for Kamala Harris in the presidential election. All right, happening today, the city's Department of Human Services and Metro Health are giving out HEB gift cards to families who need a little help right now. That card is worth $150. It's for seniors and families who have young kids who are looking for something to eat right now. Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones led the effort here to raise more than $1.6 million to help feed local families through the shutdown. That city will be handing out the gift cards through programs like Project Hope, Head Start, and the local WIC clinics. They're hoping to reach about 10,000 people.
And in collaboration with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Catholic Charities will host a food distribution event for active duty military members and federal employees tomorrow, Thursday. The drive-through event will run from 4 to 7:30 p.m. at St. Stephen's Care Center. That's on the west side off of South Zarzamora and Brady Boulevard. Now, don't forget, you must have a military or federal employee ID to receive the food. Food will be first come and first serve.
You see people lining up already to get food at some of these events today. It just makes you think, if you are one of the lucky ones who has something to eat and your family's good, you can always donate. Foodforsa.com. Any of those giant red barrels outside of an HEB or a Service Federal Credit Union, give back. This is the time of year to do that. So,
well, we appreciate you watching. Thanks for joining us.
Say it every day.